First and foremost, good afternoon, and let's give you a hand. Chrissy, let's give you a hand. Listen, we're here, we're here. You know, they say that there's no process without a struggle. Without a struggle, there's no process. We've been on a journey for a long time to legalize what is right, and that's medical cannabis. We've been on a journey for a long time to help families get the type of relief they need. And today I say thank you, because you are the definition of transformation. You never quit. Today we are here. We know that it goes on second consideration. We know what we have to do, but it couldn't have happened without the advocacy of you. I always told y'all.
Patient, regardless of whether the condition is in the approved list. Ensuring that there are enough growers, processors, and dispensaries to handle the demand without keeping the cost too high. In the current form of SB3, you have to be a millionaire to be able to register as a cultivator, grower, processor, or dispenser. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's also missing patient protection during the initialization phase, while there are no ID cards, registration forms, or advisory board in place. All that said, SB3 must pass today. The House must vote yes. Some of the issues with SB3 are things that we can work on as the program begins. But all that depends on the makeup of the advisory board and the specific regulations.
Hey everyone, my name is Nick Migarelli. I'm a member of the State House, and I'm from Delaware County, representing the 162nd District. I'm going to try and be brief here today, because believe it or not, there might be some very serious votes going on later, so I hope we can get to those and get things done today. You know, just a few years ago, the idea of legalizing medicinal cannabis would have been a non-starter here in Pennsylvania. But in those years that have passed, we've seen hundreds of thousands of citizens die from opiate overdoses. The United States is less than 5% of the world's population, yet we consume over 80% of the world's opiates.
Hi, in July 1st of this year, we stood outside the Capitol and they introduced the task force that was going to make this work. In November, they passed it out of the Rules Committee, and we thought it was going to go then. They said before Thanksgiving, they said before Christmas, they said after the New Year, and we're still waiting. We started a petition to gain support and to get this bill passed. We have right here that we will deliver to Speaker Turzai. We have over 20,000 signatures on this, and over 8,000 of them are from Pennsylvania patients. So
thank you, Sharon. My name is Chuck Homan. I'm a 65-year-old grandfather and retired businessman from Glenville, York County. I was diagnosed with #1 bipolar disorder. As a result, I suffer with a variety of problems, the worst of which is sleep deprivation, which has led to severe fibromyalgia and daily and constant muscle spasms and exhaustion. After 25 years of taking sleeping pills and antidepressants, the symptoms of my disease were no better, and now I had to deal with addiction and withdrawal. Without marijuana, I would have never gotten off the pills. A year ago, I was on my way to a wedding reception and was pulled over in Hanover after blowing a couple puffs of weed out the window. I was a passenger in the car. I wasn't driving. I was medicating to be able to function. I was arrested but wouldn't plead guilty to a crime. I am not a criminal, and I greatly, greatly resent being treated like a criminal.
Hi, I'm here to speak for my mother. She passed June of 2014 when we couldn't get the medicine. We knew, you know, and we all know now, this is not anecdotal, you know, we're coming out with stories left and right. I'm hoping the House is here to listen more than ever. They've been stubborn and lied to for 80 years. It really needs to come out and just give us the best bill to help our loved ones live the quality of life that we need. We have people in the building approved through doctors that are being healed, and we have to continue illegally healing. I'm a patient and a future advocate myself, but I'm here for the fight just to continue educating, because I went to the doctors this week. I have to get a skin graft, but because I smoke cannabis, they're not going to see me again within the next 30 days because I give them a hot urine. But
my name's Scott Mueller. I'm a family practice physician over in Mechanicsburg, and these patients behind me are still waiting, and I'm still waiting to be able to medically certify people. Now, these people behind me have a lot of scary illnesses. You can see it on their signs. But I want to address something today that affects each and every one of you sitting on the other side of this podium. I have an article here that I just happened to come across last month from the American Journal of Medicine about metabolic syndrome. They say there's no research on medical cannabis. Right here in my hand is proof of at least one article where there's medical evidence that medical cannabis can help the health of every single citizen in the state of Pennsylvania.